Bacon Bacon. It's me, Cassie Frass, and today I am going to show you guys this acrylic painting that I did of Gengar. I know I do a lot of illustrations of Gengar. I need to do other Pokemon, so if you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments, but I'll stop rambling now and get that video started. I get all of my painting ideas from my sketchbook, so there's the original there, and boom, here it is onto the watercolor paper. I'm using B watercolor paper you could find at Walmart. And for my brushes, I'm using some synthetic hairs, and I am using both Golden Open acrylics and Reeves acrylic paints. I added this dust skull right here because I wanted to draw more Pokemon and I need to break out of my comfort zone with drawing the same characters that I know. The original sketch in my sketchbook was also a study I did of an anime figurine of Gengar, and I didn't want it to look exactly like the figurine. I wanted to add my own spin on it. I like to use figurines as a reference for my Pokemon drawings just because I feel like it gives me a better look and insight into the style. It's one of the reasons why I redraw the sketch onto the watercolor paper as opposed to tracing it, because that way I feel like I understand the style better, but when I redraw it, I draw it in my own style. The sketchbook is a study of the style, and the drawing on the watercolor paper is the style in practice. I find it more helpful in developing my style when I redraw stuff from my sketchbook as opposed to tracing it, is all I'm trying to say. It feels like it's coming more from me and my brain and what I want to stylize as opposed to what I'm seeing stylized in the figurines or whatever I'm studying in my sketchbook. And here I am with this dust skull, taking some black to add some shadow and everything in there. I'm trying to experiment with the acrylics and having a more simple style. And I'm just adding that little glow in Dust Skull's eye. This is really nerve-wracking for me. I wanted it to look cool, but I didn't want it to be too complicated. I might need some smaller brushes to accomplish this more neatly, but I'm happy with how it turned out. So for now, this brush served its purpose. Moving on to the background, I'm really enjoying the green and purple color scheme. I feel like they complement each other very well. I'm not very confident in how flat and even I can make backgrounds. Let's have a little water break right now. I know sometimes you can be so dehydrated, you could be as incapacitated as you are when you're drunk. So just take the time to replenish yourself and take a little break, stretch your neck, stretch your hands. It's all about you right now. As I was saying with the background, I'm not very confident in my ability to make it super flat, but that's why this is a good practice. I'm not selling this, I'm not giving it away to anybody, so this is just a painting I did for me. When we work on art for ourselves, that's a great opportunity to refine our own skills and to find our style and just find what we like to draw and what really motivates us to keep painting and keep drawing and sketching. I feel like the green really complements the purple of Gengar, and I was debating about whether or not the smoke should be red or green for this illustration, so I put a little poll up on my Instagram. That's at cassie.frass. About what color the smoke should be. It was making me kind of anxious because I would check it every 20 minutes, and one time it would be red, and then the other it'd be green. It would flip-flop back and forth every now and again, and it was kind of exciting for me. So if you want to follow me there and help me choose and make decisions like that, feel free. Definitely tell me you're from YouTube and I'll check you out and I'll give you a shout out on my story if you would like that. Just let me know. And don't be afraid to just comment your Instagram down in the comments below so that others could follow you as well. I know if you don't want to follow me on Instagram, that's great, but you could start a follow train in the comments and I'd really like that. That'd be super cool if you guys could help find each other and find other artists you'd like to support. I'm really happy with the color purple I chose for Gengar. I mixed it in with white because I felt like the original purple straight from the tube was a little too dark for Gengar, especially as like the base color. So I just mixed in that white and added it all around. I don't know if I should be adding a mixing medium in with my paints because I feel like they're a little thick for what I want. And I don't want to add water because when you add water, that like nice shiny finish you get with acrylics isn't always there if you add too much, and it's just a little hard to control when you add water because then it dries and you add more and then like the color, I don't know if it's chemistry, it just gets all mixed up. So I might get some mixing medium. We will see if I want to work with acrylics. Oh, I got purple all over Gengar's teeth and I was like, oh no. And here I am just going in with just red, crimson red for his tongue. I didn't add any white or anything like that. I don't know if I should have. And then to add the shadows, I got the red that came with my golden acrylic set. It was, the golden acrylic set is like for landscapes. That's why I haven't used it. So it's more of like a maroon color, but I enjoyed it. I didn't know what the heck was going on with these shadows or anything, but it's a cartoon drawing, so I don't think it's that too concerning. It just needs to look nice and pretty, I feel like. And with that maroon color, I mixed it in with the purple, and it came out just beautiful. I had to, it was a little dark, so I had to mix it in with the purple just to make sure it doesn't look too stark and drastic. I did this in acrylics after all, and they are very forgiving, so I wasn't too worried about making any mistakes. If I made any mistakes, I could always just paint over them. I'm trying to let the mistakes happen and help incorporate that into my style. Now I'm adding some highlights. I mixed in more white with the purple to add these highlights, and I like them. And then I added some more purple so that the whites aren't too drastic. Just trying to find that balance, you know? Moving on to this smoke, I mixed the purple and the green because I thought it would make like a dull green, a dull dark green. Instead, I ate too much unicorn birthday cake and now I have green caca. We get what we get and we appreciate it. And this is fine because it's a very dark green. I think it practically looks black in some lighting, so I wasn't too worried about it. I have a green glitter marker and I am just going to add that right on top. I got this marker for my birthday actually because glitter markers for a birthday is the best thing ever. After adding these abstract lines, the drawing process is finished, so I will leave you guys with some close-up shots of the finished piece.